Welcome. So today we're going to be talking about a technique that will basically be like kind of a ghost producer, in that it will just create randomly all these grooves for you using basically something as simple as an arpeggiator and a drum rack. So let's go. I'm going to start with an 808 core kit. So just going to bring that into Ableton just like that, new track, and we got all of these lovely sounds that come with the 808. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the track, right click and insert new MIDI clip like that. And what we are going to see here is all of the instruments in the 808. Right click and go widest like this. I'm going to double click, just drag all this out. And I'm just going to copy and paste. So Control C, Control V, just move that up. Control C, Control V. I'm going to basically have a line of MIDI for every instrument that you see here. We're going to go in and click on MIDI effects, and we're going to bring in an arpeggiator. So we've just got this arpeggiator going here, and if you listen to everything through the arpeggiator, it's going to kind of sound a bit average, nothing special. It's just going to play everything basically in its order. So what we're going to do is change the style. So we're going to go random other. So just playing the instruments just randomly. And we're going to increase this rate. No, we're going to keep the rate there, but we're going to add a bit of swing. So remember, the rate and the swing do go together. So if you want swing 16, it's better to have rate 16. It's not a golden rule, but basically that's what I do. Just make that gate a bit tighter like that, about 37, 40-ish. Now once you've done that, you want to go and have a look at the chain, and you want to expand all of that out, all that nice stuff out. And we want to just keep expanding it out until we see this choke button. So we're going to just select on one of the instruments and press Control A. So we've selected all the instruments, and that will just bring us to a selection of choke, and we're going to select them all to 1. All that does is make sure that the instruments don't play on top of each other. Okay, so if we had some at 2 and some at 1, then the ones in group 2 wouldn't play on top of the ones in group 2, etc. So what you end up with is a nice swing groove using your 808s. And once you bring a drum beat to back it up, it sounds pretty cool. Now we're going to do a bit more than that. We're going to make it really interesting. We're going to go into a Spice folder, and we're going to just take some interesting samples like this, and we're going to take some extra one-shots. So what I'm going to do is go into the core kit again, and just notice here you've got this drop devices here. So let's just select all of these funky samples. We're just going to drop them in here, and I'm going to just type in one shot. So in my sample collection there's quite a lot of one shots. I'm going to just take certain one shots like these. I'm going to drop those into drop devices here, and let's just see what else we can do. Do some more. We'll do some bass one shots here. Let's drop every single one of those in. Some brass ones and some synth one shots. And just for good measure, we'll add some vocal one shots. And now you see straight away here that everything we've dropped in that's new is saying choke none. So we're going to right click again, select everything and say choke 1 again. So everything's in group 1, and we're going to go back into here, and if you click fold, everything's fine, but you'll see now there's a bunch of new instruments with nothing in them. So we're going to just copy everything we have here, press Control C, Control V, and just expand the range up like that. Keep going until you've selected basically everything. Okay, now we've got basically selected everything. If you click fold, you'll see everything is selected. So now let's take a listen to how it all sounds. Now we can start messing around with gate. Remember, with choke 1, nothing's going to overstep and overlap. Mess with steps. Let's change the key here. Okay, now let's bring the extra backing beat in and hear how it sounds. Remember, everything is on random, so you will never get the same groove twice, which is really nice. So we'll just take a listen. Let's mess around with some of the groove settings. As I said, Happy New Year. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you've got any questions, please put them in the comments. Bye.